All right, full time. Man City 1, Chelsea 1. And it's not good news for the side of Man City, as before they came into this game of football, they really knew to it that Arsenal had gone 7 points clear ahead of them. And all they had to do was to win this game of football. But guess what? They really couldn't hold it out until the referee put the whistle onto his mouth. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And I'm here to really remind you that we are left with just 50 subscribers to hit 28,000. And please, by the end of tomorrow, can this be our New Year's gift? Please do the needful and really go there and subscribe, and go into the left lower bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. And this was the biggest game of match day 20, right? As we head into the first game of the second round, Man City came in through and hosted Chelsea. Chelsea came into this game of football when they had gone ahead to obviously lose their manager, who goes by the names of Enzo Maresca. When Enzo Maresca left, they went ahead and called upon their under-21 manager, Mark Falani. And he came in through and obviously led them to the first point they've got under his reign. And we still wait to see who is obviously going to be coming in through to become the new manager of Chelsea. But in the 42nd minute, 3 minutes to the end of the first half, Tijani Reinders went ahead to obviously score an opener. And they went to have time when Man City was leading by 1-0. They came to the second half. They played over 90 minutes. It was 1-0 in favor of Man City. But Enzo Fernandez, I repeat, went ahead to capitalize onto that well-brought-in cross of Malo Gusto that Ake missed. And he went ahead to obviously slot it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-1 for the side of Chelsea in there for you. So Enzo Fernandez this time round has really done it in a very perfect manner in there for you, and he has gone away at Etihad and really rescued a point for the side of Chelsea that came into this game of football knowing that they have no chance. Because if you know Man City and what they've been doing recently in the recent past seasons, you know to it that in moments like this is where Man City starts doing the job of really challenging for the title and really putting pressure, piling pressure onto the table leaders. You get the return of Rodri went ahead to speak volumes. If at all you've been reading out stories that when Rodri comes back, that means Man City is going to be a really huge contender for the trophy. But there is something people forget. In football, quality complements quality. You get. And however much Rodri is a very good player, but playing around good players also goes ahead to obviously sharpen his quality, as iron sharpens iron. You know that very well. So all I want to let you know is simple, that the side of Man City really had some good quality players in that midfield. Remember, City had Uko Gundogan, they had Kevin De Bruyne. Who else did they have? Bernardo is still there, is a quality player. I'm really forgetting players that City really had. This guy, they had Gabriel Jesus, they had this Algerian lefter, who goes by the names of what's the name of that lefter? Riyad Mahrez. You can understand? So such good quality players obviously helped the likes of Rodri to thrive and obviously become more and more and more deadly. You understand? So all I want to let you know is that the departure of those players also costs costs the performance of Rodri. That is it. They cost the performance of Rodri. That is it. So that's why you see to it that Rodri is not doing or being the Rodri he was. But another factor that people are really forgetting about Rodri is that Rodri is just getting minutes in. Remember, he was rushed, ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup, and he got a setback. Even the start of the season, I think they rushed him and he got a setback. The manager took him out for some time, and they are trying to see to it that he really puts out a very huge recovery report. And after getting it for some time, he's back. Meaning that, for me, if I'm Pep Guardiola, I don't start Rodri in this game. I get in Nico Gonzalez. That midfield three of Nico Gonzalez, Reinders, and Bernardo is really doing wonders. When you check about most of the games that they've gone ahead to play together, City has gone ahead to create chances and they've gone ahead to win them. And you see to it that each and every time he pulls out one, looks like the connection really dies off. And he needs to obviously look through that. I don't think that Rodri should be just thrown in. He shouldn't be thrown in. He has to go in on merit, not on favoritism. That is it. That's what I think Rodri should do. But as things stand, it looks like there is nothing that Pep prioritizes at City than Rodri. Though he really had a very beautiful game, I really tell you. But I think he's doing a disservice to Nico Gonzalez because the lad has worked his ass off to be in the team. And he has been there on merit. From being dropped out of the team to obviously fighting hard to finding himself get straight into the team, I tell you, he really deserved it all. So, the game ended 1-1. And it means a lot for the side of City. And when Arsenal really had a very hard fixture, many thought that they would lose very many games. But you saw what Arsenal really went ahead to do when they really had those games. They really put out a very good shift that really sent them into the best mode altogether. But right now, the side of Man City, is really having what we call a very hard fixture. That is it. The fixture for Man City is really hard. Let me really read to you these games. After drawing with Chelsea, even that of Sunderland, people took it for granted, but I told them that Sunderland is not an easy nut to crack, and you went ahead to experience it by yourself. In the previous two games, City has gotten draws. City is playing Brighton next, Then they play Manchester United. They host Wolves, Tottenham, and then Liverpool. Meaning that in their next 5 games in the Premier League, they do have Liverpool, they do have Tottenham Hotspur, right? City does have Manchester United, and all of those 3 games, City is going to be playing away at home. You understand? Now, I told you that by the time we end the month of January, Arsenal might be 10 points ahead of City. And it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass. I don't see City going to Old Trafford to get 3 points. I don't see City go to Spurs and get 3 points. I don't see City go to Liverpool and get 3 points. The best they can get is 3. And I tell you, Arsenal would have gone ahead to collect 9. Meaning that Arsenal would have gone ahead to obviously bridge the gap more. By how many points? By 6 points. You understand? So, let's wait and see how things pan out. But City has yet gone ahead to drop points in there for you. Now, let's get to the stats of the game and see how things really panned out at the Etihad Stadium as City took on the side of Chelsea that are really looking for a manager. 14 shots by Man City, 6 shots by Chelsea, 3 shots on target by Man City, 3 shots on target by Chelsea. City were not really clinical enough, and composure in the final third of the pitch was really limited. 58% ball possession by Man City. City had 42%. 527 passes completed by Man City. 351 passes completed by Chelsea. 89% passing accuracy by Man City. And 89% passing accuracy by Chelsea. 12 fouls by Chelsea. 12 fouls by City, 14 by Chelsea, 3 yellow cards to each side. No red cards was issued to either side that participated in this particular tie. 2 offsides to Man City and 2 offsides to Chelsea. 8 corners to the side of Man City and 2 corners to the side of Chelsea in there. So from there, we obviously get to the Premier League table. And this really speaks volumes. And I know this is exciting Arsenal fans all over the world. And I know wherever they are, they're really jubilating. Now, Arsenal is top. All teams have gone ahead to play 20 games. And Arsenal has 15 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, 40 goals scored, 14 conceded, a goal difference of 26 in there. Then 48 points is what Arsenal is really having. In second place, it's Man City, 13 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses, 44 goals scored, 18 goals conceded, 26 as the goal difference. They're having 42 points. They are 6 points off the club of Arsenal. You get? Aston Villa, third, 20 games. 13 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, 4 losses, 33 goals scored, 24 goals conceded, 9 as the goal difference, and that is 42 points in there, tied with City in there. Now, this is where I tell you Arsenal is really very blessed. Now, City has 2 fights, on their battlefield. There is that of Arsenal, which is 6 points ahead of them, and there is that of Villa, because the likes of Liverpool are really 8 points of Villa and City, meaning that City has to really look at what Villa is doing and also look at what Arsenal is really doing. So they are really having double pressure. In front of them, there is Arsenal pressure, and behind them, there is what we call the Aston Villa pressure. Chelsea, they're having 31 points, 5th. United at 6th with 31 points. Brentford at 7th with 30 points. Sunderland at 8th with 30 points. Newcastle at 9th with 29 points. Brighton at 10th with 28 points. So that is it for the side of the table. And Arsenal are really cruising on top. And I think I'll come up with a video. That Arsenal now 6 points clear. I think I'll do it before I obviously get to bed. Now, let me read to you the fixtures for this week that we've gone ahead to enter. On Tuesday, West Ham plays Nottingham. Wednesday, Crystal Palace hosts Aston Villa. Fulham hosts Chelsea on Wednesday. And Brentford hosts Sunderland on Wednesday. Bournemouth hosts Tottenham. Right? Then Man City hosts Brighton. Everton hosts Wolves. Burnley hosts Man United. And by the way, this game is really going to be crucial to Manchester because they might see their manager really getting sacked, Newcastle will be hosting Leeds United. And on Thursday, there is only one game. Arsenal is playing Liverpool. You get? So guys, thank you very much for watching through. That's what I had for you in here. Your reactions to Man City 1, Chelsea 1 are welcome in the comment section below. And Arsenal fans are really jubilating and they are over the moon.